Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We've got a special guest here, Jonah, with us today, showing us a little bit about his APFG MPX. And so he'll go ahead and talk about that. Thank you, Jonah.
Yeah, no problem. Great to be here. Hey guys, it's Jonah, and today I'm going to be talking about my APFG KPX, which is their MPX clone, basically. Out of the box, we get an aluminum body, aluminum M-lock rail, Picatinny on the top, and a stock adapter on the back. You have full ambi controls, just like on the real steel, and it comes with the SIG styled polymer hand grip. Internally, it features a steel hammer, steel disconnector, steel auto sear, steel guide rides for the bolt, and a steel bolt catch. Also, it features a rubber shim towards the back, much like an AccuWedge, helps reduce receiver wobble. Bolt and the trigger are both zinc die-cast. There is a steel screw on the bolt face where it meets the bolt catch to help reinforce the surface. So the bolt is zinc and so is the trigger. Back here. On the other side, you can see the dust cover is aluminum, so is the bolt release and the mag catch. It does feature steel body pins though. That pretty much wraps up the externals of this gun.
Do you want to talk about FPS and like your experience with the FPS?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The short barrel, how the system is gassed out of the box, it shoots quite soft. Like I think in our testing, it came up to barely like 0.9 joules. Guys on the internet have said throwing in a longer inner barrel and maybe a replacement bucking, definitely it jumps up. I think with an extra like 1 inch and a harder bucking, they're hitting around 330 FPS with just small mod. So using 130 gas, we got around 290 FPS, and then even bumping up to 150, I think we, off a fresh mag, broke 300. But it's not a hard shooting gun at all. You definitely can get a little bit more performance, but what it's built out to do, I don't really need to reach out that far, honestly. Out of the box, this guy overhops a lot. On my indoor fields, I'm running 0.25s, and I had the hop up clicked in maybe like not even like an eighth of a turn, and it was curving up. There are definitely people out on the internet who are either shaving down their bucking or their hop-up arm to reduce the overhop. I don't really feel comfortable getting in there yet, so there's actually a company, BBF, who put out a shortened steel hop-up arm, so I'm gonna pick up one of those and see how it is down the line. The reason I'm uncomfortable like shaving down bucking and the arm, aftermarket for this gun isn't really out there yet. This is like, you can't really buy OEM parts over here in the States either. Once in a blue moon, you'll see like a Hong Kong retailer listing them, but finding spare like internals is definitely difficult.
Have you heard of anybody reaching out to the VFC service shop
For parts?
for spare parts?
Not on the forums. I've heard, I haven't heard on heavy recoil anybody's like getting factory OEM parts. It's like, if you fuck it up, you're 3D printing it for yourself afterward.
Okay. In summary, for accuracy wise, I guess, how would you qualify it against like an MWS?
Accuracy wise, I have to lend it to something like an MWS system. Like TM out of the gate definitely has their barrels and buckings dialed in. I can't complain too much. For my engagement range, it does the job, but I'm definitely looking to get a new barrel and bucking pretty soon. I think DSOC, when we were running Snake, like easy, I can get like easy stay on bodies. When like I was outside landing with Eli, I was having a shit show because it was like I would
At 100 feet.
Yeah.
At 100 feet, it was hard.
It was hard just because of the overhop. The overhop made it like I was sighting in on barrier and hoping to hit the head. Like like half my shots.
So how does the APFG MPX stack up against your Tokyo-Ryu MWS?
Out of the box, I'd say it needs a little bit of work. Definitely, I believe they constructed it with the mind that more people would like possibly SBR or something closer to like the MCX, where you have a longer platform, because it really likes longer barrels. The hop out of the box definitely feels like it either wants longer barrel or even heavier BBs. Reliability wise, I have maybe 1,500 like game day BBs and like another 1,000 like LARPing and plinking in the backyard. Durability seems good. Can't complain too much about it. It is very gas efficient, I want to say as well. I think per mag, I've run maybe one gas fill. I've gone through 2 mags and a little bit more before like, doesn't lock back or anything. So very gas efficient.
On like a 60-degree day, right?
Yeah, like an average, like kind of room temperature, chilly kind of day, definitely.
Okay.
Has not been warm enough here, so where I've gotten any hot, but when it's very cold, barely making that second mag, like 40 degrees ish, barely making second mag, but it does it. Things I've added onto the gun: the Magpul Shorty foregrip, the Swamp Fox Liberator. I love the red dot. The Magpul MS Force Sling. There's a QD mount back here under the receiver, and then the Airsoft Artisan Shorty folder. So I'm a huge fan of folders, just for carrying it on your person and for storage. Makes it super convenient, and I like the look. I got the Shorty because I'm not that tall of a guy. My length of pull is pretty short, so I like to keep it very compact to my body. Just dropped in the Radian charging handle on the back here. Way more ergonomic over the stock guy. Both are ambi, but just the extra leverage when you're trying to rack the bolt and stuff, definitely. When you need it, it's there.
With gloves on.
With gloves, yeah.
Happy with the gun?
Oh yeah, I love it. I honestly picked it up because for longer ranges, like when we head out to Game Pod, I run a TM Type 89. It is a long gun, and when we came out to DSOC, our local field, I had a hard time maneuvering my weapon just because I haven't trained as much with it. So I wanted a shorter gas platform. Honestly, this fit the bill.
So who do you think this gun is really for? Like, who would you recommend this to, or who would you steer away from the APFG MPX?
Right now, I would say it's for anyone who wants like a shorter platform, your MP7 guys, your MP5 guys. I mean, fans of John Wick. Like, honestly, I picked it up just because I had actually gotten my hands on the Sig Air AEG version, and I really like the ergonomics, so I just wanted it in gas, honestly. Yeah, I just really wanted the shorter platform. I would kind of steer it away. People who aren't ready to get into their gun on their own, I would say. There's not, right now, there's not a lot of aftermarket parts, so if you break anything or you lose a part, like, you either have to 3D print it yourself or send an email to VFC and hope they can get you a part. Like, it's hard. During a game, I did drop one of my mags and it was lipped down, and thankfully it didn't crack, but I was scared, not gonna lie. It held up.
Feed lip availabilities.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The valves and the fill, those are, you can find those. VFC has aftermarket parts, but like things like the feed lip, if you crack one of those, you're SOL.
Durability wise, right?
Yeah.
For the APFG MPX, I mean, like, what do you think?
I've been rough with it. Externally, aluminum body definitely helps. Not too much plastic around here. Internally, I've cracked it open like once or twice. I don't see too much obvious wear. I saw one bit on one of the steel guide rods, but that may have been me trying to pull it out of the housing and stuff like that. But reliability seems good.
Yeah, and so taking a look just at the internals with Jonah, and comparing it against my MP7, it looks like the construction is definitely a lot more stout. So, you know, if you are in the market for an SMG gas blowback type platform, the APFG MPX definitely looks like a more robust platform than the MP7. I've had my woes and troubles with this MP7, getting it to run efficiently. It's a good gun overall, but I think that the APFG MPX platform will survive more in the long run. Well, thank you, Jonah. Thank you for showing us your APFG MPX, and can't wait to see more of that out there on the field. But yeah, anything else you'd like to add?
I did get this late. This is part of the second batch that they had put out. It was kind of on the fence. The first batch, there was a few people had issues with the selector switch in the first runs. They also offered laser trades. You can see on my version, I don't have any of like the SIG or MPX trades. Some retailers offer it, but definitely in the first wave, the etching was way better. So I don't know if they changed their etching process or something about the body in the wave 2.
Well, thank you, Jonah. Thanks for showing us your APFG MPX and just shedding a little bit of your insight and knowledge about the platform. Appreciate you coming on the channel. And but yeah, that's kind of what our thoughts are. Again, we can update this as time goes on and get some more trigger time behind these guns. But until next time, guys, appreciate you, and thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys out there on the field.